Beautiful people, welcome back. Today's topic hits close to home for anyone on a path to self-discovery and independence. The world is full of voices trying to tell you how to live your life, who to be, and what choices to make. But for a Sigma male, not all advice is created equal. In fact, knowing who to avoid taking advice from can be just as important as knowing who to listen to. Today, we're breaking down the 12 types of people whose advice can steer you off course if you're not careful. So, if you're aiming to live with authenticity, independence, and purpose, stick around, take note, and see if any of these sound familiar. Let's dive into each with real-life examples and practical takeaways, so you know exactly why listening to these types of advice could hold you back. Be sure to stick around until the end for a deeper insight, and don't forget to show your support by liking this video and joining the Men's Gigs community of like-minded people. Ready? Let's jump right in. Number 1. The overly negative realist. These folks love to frame themselves as realists, always focusing on the downside or assuming the worst-case scenario. But when negativity becomes a pattern, it can breed doubt in anyone trying to aim high or do something unconventional. Sigma males thrive on independence and trust their intuition, but listening to a constant naysayer can erode even the strongest confidence. Imagine a friend who never misses a chance to bring up risks every time you talk about your ambitions. Their advice might seem practical, but ask yourself, is it constructive or is it just another reason to stay stuck? Guard your mind against consistent negativity. You don't need false cheerleaders, but anyone who's afraid of every risk is better left on the sidelines. Number 2, I've always done it this way type. Ever come across people who cling to outdated methods? They mean well, but their advice is based on what worked for them 20 years ago, not today's fast-paced world. Sigma males need advice that aligns with their unique paths, not one-size-fits-all solutions. Take the career advice of someone who's been in the same position for decades. They might insist you stick to a safe job or avoid entrepreneurship. But safety doesn't suit everyone, especially not a Sigma. Imagine an uncle advising you against starting your own business because it didn't work out for him back in the 90s. Times have changed, and so has the economy. Appreciate the past, but be forward-thinking. Take advice from people who've adapted to new challenges. Number 3, the gossip lover. If someone's always in the middle of drama or can't help but talk about others, be cautious when taking their advice. Sigmas prefer a low-key approach, avoiding unnecessary conflict or reputation-based concerns. Gossipers, however, tend to see life as a network of alliances, enemies, and influence, a mindset far removed from a Sigma's straightforwardness. Their advice often focuses on public perception, not authenticity, which can lead you away from genuine choices. Choose advisors who value privacy and respect personal space. The less you listen to drama, the clearer your path will be. Number 4, the risk-averse mentor. While everyone needs a bit of caution in their lives, advice from risk-averse individuals can seriously limit a Sigma male's potential. Sigmas know the importance of taking calculated risks and often achieve greatness by trusting their gut. Risk-averse mentors, however, will try to guide you towards safe and predictable choices, seeing any deviation from the norm as dangerous. Think of someone who advises you against moving to a new city for a fresh opportunity. While they may be well-meaning, their comfort zone is not yours. Seek advice from people who have taken big steps in life. They're more likely to understand your drive to move forward. Number 5, the social approval seeker. There are people who cannot function without validation from others. Their decisions, advice, and life views are all rooted in seeking approval. For a Sigma male, however, personal integrity and self-reliance mean much more than popularity. Taking advice from someone obsessed with social approval can quickly lead you away from your authentic self. Imagine a friend advising you to abandon a creative project because nobody's doing that. When you're a Sigma, conformity isn't the goal, authenticity is. Avoid advice from those who chase validation. Stay focused on what aligns with your true purpose. Number 6, the eternal complainer. This person always seems to find a reason to complain. To them, nothing is ever good enough, and life is a series of disappointments. But for a Sigma male, there's nothing more draining than unending pessimism. Their advice can seep into your outlook, causing you to see problems instead of opportunities. Picture a colleague who's always unhappy with their job, advising you to play it safe instead of pursuing your ambitions. Their dissatisfaction is a weight, not wisdom. Surround yourself with people who find solutions, not just problems. Number 7. The envious acquaintance. This type of person can't hide their envy. They may pretend to support you, but their advice is often a subtle attempt to hold you back. Envious people can undermine your confidence without you even realizing it, especially when their advice is cloaked in concern. Sigma males value self-assurance, and letting envy-influenced voices guide you is a surefire way to self-doubt. Seek out mentors or friends who genuinely want the best for you and can celebrate your success as much as their own. Number 8. The overly opinionated expert. Ever encountered someone who always has the best advice, even on things they know little about? Their advice is usually based on assumptions, not experience, but they're convinced they know best. Sigmas avoid shallow influences, preferring advice rooted in genuine experience. Taking advice from a pseudo-expert can lead to wasted time and poor choices. Imagine a friend without financial experience advising you on investments. Their opinions might be strong, but they lack the insights you need. Respectfully filter advice from people who lack direct knowledge or experience in the areas you're exploring. Number 9. The traditionalist. Traditionalists hold firmly to societal norms, often dismissing alternative paths as wrong or risky. Sigmas, however, carve their own paths and thrive outside traditional expectations. A traditionalist's advice will usually be about conformity, not fulfillment. Think of a family member advising you to stay in a corporate job because that's what they did, discouraging any entrepreneurial or creative ambitions. Respect traditions, but don't let them bind you. Seek out advice that empowers rather than restricts. Number 10. The controlling personality. People who constantly feel the need to control situations will often give advice as a way of exerting influence. For a Sigma, freedom is non-negotiable, and taking advice from someone who likes to control can lead to resentment and a loss of autonomy. Imagine a friend who insists on planning every detail of your life, steering you away from any decision they wouldn't make themselves. Guard your autonomy fiercely. Avoid advice from those who can't respect your right to choose your path. Number 11. The live fast, die young type. Some people prioritize fun and thrill over stability and growth. While there's nothing wrong with enjoying life, their advice can be misguided for someone building a stable, purpose-driven life. Sigma males value calculated risk, but reckless behavior isn't their style. A friend encouraging you to skip responsibilities to enjoy fleeting pleasures can seem harmless, but can sabotage long-term goals. Listen to those who understand balance, but be wary of anyone who dismisses personal growth and responsibility. Number 12. The perpetual follower. Finally, we have the perpetual follower, someone who rarely thinks for themselves and just goes along with the crowd. For a Sigma, following blindly is not an option. Advice from a follower can dilute your independence, leading you to decisions that lack authenticity. Value independence. Seek advice from those who walk their own paths, not those who simply go with the flow. Beautiful people, it's clear that the journey of a Sigma male is one that thrives on autonomy and discernment. Taking advice is important, but so is knowing who to take it from. If you want to grow, challenge yourself, and stay true to your principles, then knowing who to avoid is just as powerful as knowing who to trust. Having said this, if you enjoyed this breakdown, remember to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to join this community of strong, self-driven individuals. Let's continue to apply Sigma principles to make impactful, intentional choices every day. Until next time,